metaverse? Why do we need decentralized finance in it? What is it all about? So the very first question actually, which encircles all of these questions, is like, who will own the metaverse? You have seen the panelists talking earlier. They talk about, like, there are objects in the metaverse. You enter into the metaverse, you do something, you gain experience, you gain some skins in the game, you have a lot of tokens. But in the end, who gets the benefits of all of these? So that is one of the biggest challenge, like ownership of digital assets in the metaverse. And if you realize, like, if we are able to fix that into the larger context of metaverse, there are enough people who are just sitting on the edge, from the creators economy, from the developers, who will be able to put more effort and more immersive experience into the metaverse. And this links to, once you get the objects in this metaverse, like, how will you exchange this? Like, if someone gives you their ownership rights, and it's in a decentralized way, how will you get to this exchange of these objects? One of the biggest achievement of metaverse is trying to create this virtual augmented reality in which the real world assets can be tokenized. Even the land, even the object which you have, the simple objects which are in the real world, which can be enhanced in the metaverse, and they can be tokenized. And you really want the exchange values of it. You really want to give one object to another person in certain exchange of value. So again, this involves a larger economic revolution in the metaverse, and I think that's where we are getting into it, the decentralized finance. Everyone acknowledges that metaverse economy has to be created, but how it will be created, that is the bigger question. I think decentralized finance as a horizontal infrastructure layer of metaverse is the solution. Why? First of all, we have seen its advantage in the other side of a blockchain in revolutionizing the financial primitives. Within a certain amount of time, the decentralized finance has grown from zero to billions of dollars in total value logged, and people are transacting in this economy in a very easy way, in a non-custodial way. So creating a metaverse economy without the need of central authority. You have seen many people ask actually, what are the large corporations actually doing? How are they sharing the value? I think it just points to the central authority question. And when you have those wallets integrating, those decentralized share of values interchanging with each other, I think that's where the metaverse will realize its own value, like metaverse for all. So why am I talking about this with DeFi? Like, what can it be completely achieved? So with DeFi, we have like open collaborative metaverse can be really built. What I mean by this, like open and collaborative. By open, I mean by the nature of decentralized finance sitting on a large infrastructure blockchain. It is permissionless. Anyone can enter that. No one can have a censorship over your access rights over metaverse. Once you gain an experience, once you gain an object in a metaverse, it's yours forever. Nobody can take it. And what I mean by collaborative, again, the metaverse is a combination of users and content creators. It's something which two set of audiences create with each other, and with decentralized finance, with the economic security of decentralization, this dream can be realized. So what is one of the biggest friction in the metaverse? There are different set of people, global audience. They don't have means to transfer the value or the money. So what is the basic solution which people are actually trying to build and would be building in a much more UI UX kind of a manner is that self-custodial wallets. They interact with like these money kind of financial trading apps, and then it gives the user and the content creators this payment networks, this frictionless value transfer means which you can do. You can quickly transfer one gaming object, tokenize it, and quickly transfer to the other person. Other person can even customize one virtual experience for you and quickly monetize it and quickly transfer it. It can be only possible with decentralized finance. Again, we talk about this creator economy. I think it's something Web 2 has given us, like a creator in the end are actually the losers, because they end up creating an object and there is no way to keep on monetizing that object, so that decreases their incentives to create a very good product. And this, I think the same thing can be applied to Metaverse. We should learn from our own mistakes and we should support this creator economy. How we can support this creator economy in a very decentralized way? Like, we have NFTs, and NFTs are actually one of the great inventions of our blockchain, and combining NFTs with smart contracts enforcements. By smart contracts, I mean whenever you trade an NFT created by someone X person living in middle of nowhere, that automatically enforces the loyalty rights to it. It automatically transfers some gains which you have got by trading that NFT to the creator. So these kind of automated mechanisms which are censorship resistant, when put on these decentralized finance rails, can create can make Metaverse go to a very different level. Again, one of the biggest advantage of using decentralized finance is creating value in Metaverse, because if you are not able to enhance the value in Metaverse, you will not be able to attain lot of attention from the people who are right now thinking about coming into the Metaverse, but they are not sure what the value capture mechanism would be. For example, if you have object A in Metaverse, object B in Metaverse, and you add up an experience, if someone figures out like this is a value of like 100 Matic, 100 Matic is a coin of our network. In the Metaverse, you can transform it through the decentralized finance to token A, token B, and maybe NFT X, which represents the experience X, and maybe the value is 100 Matic. This is one of the value creation which cannot be destroyed on the blockchain. But look at the other counterpart. Now you have given a value to an experience. You have given a value of this 100 Matic token to an experience. What is the implication of it? The implications are great, because now if someone has this 100 Matic token, it can actually get same experience, an object A, object B, and actually the right to get an experience X in Metaverse. Okay, so what's great about it? But look at that, we are creating a value. Suppose this experience X is of a huge demand. It just blows up. It's so much creative that everyone wants it. Now you can auction, now you can trade, and this 100 Matic or value can grow exponentially. That's how the inventors, that's how the collaborators will come to the Metaverse and give their best in designing the system which is for them. Again, I think one of the biggest advantage of using decentralized finance system is composability. Let me tell you what composability is in the decentralized finances. It's nothing but is an interoperability and trying to have plug and play system with different financial primitives. So in the Metaverse, you can think there can be 10, 20, 30 games in the Metaverse, and if you can pick one object in the Metaverse, you really can tokenize it, create a value out of it, and again transform it or transport it to another game in another Metaverse without losing any value. So this interoperability and the composability can give a huge advantage to the Metaverse from the decentralized finance perspective. And if anyone can leverage this composability like we are doing it in the decentralized finance, then it would be a game changer. And we have seen we have seen enough research about like economies of scale, network effect. This is what it is all about. Okay, one of the biggest case of decentralized finance and metaverse is a case of efficiency, because even the virtual reality, which is a perfect representation of our real life, needs markets to function. Markets are actually required to make things efficient. Like suppose, one of the example is, suppose I have some experiences in the past, I have some objects, I have skin of a game, I have some acts from a game, anything, and it is just lying in my wallet, or it's idle essentially. Its utilization is near zero. But in certain part of the metaverse, there is a person who actually wants to use it. But how can it happen? It can only happen when you have a market of that objects. And the markets can be created by decentralized finance. Idle objects like this can be lent to a user who is willing to borrow at some premium. You see, actually that idle object is creating zero value for a person, but now using decentralized finance sitting on this permissionless blockchain, you have created the value. Okay, so all of this sounds like some new things to some people, or maybe people know, but these financial primitives are already there in DeFi. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel here. They are functioning. We have billions of dollars getting exchanged, swapped, lended and borrowed in the decentralized finance. So everything which you say, all the payment rails, all the insurance marketplace, all the structure is there. The metaverse need to adopt it into a certain way so that the use cases are prominent. I think they were supposed to be the picture, but there is an internet of blockchain. Metaverse requires a blockchain network like Polygon, which can support the various activities. Like it's like an internet of a blockchain, which okay, I don't think there is a slide there. Yeah, so in the end, I would like to conclude. So with the single line that decentralized finance is a horizontal infrastructure layer of metaverse. It's the future of metaverse is that this decentralized finance will run in the background. It will provide users and the collaborators and the creators the means to make their dream much more convert into the reality much more faster. It will create the value. It will expedite the process of exponential growth, exponential adoption, because it provides the user certain opportunities which cannot be done in the current centralized way of operating things. And this, I think, if the adoption of the DeFi, which is happening at a very high rate in metaverse, continues, we'll see the fruits soon. Thank you.
I don't need
that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, folks. Right, now's the fun time, because this is the true stars in this crowd are probably sitting next to you, and this is your chance to network, folks. This is our little coffee break. So we're going to reconvene back in here at past. Go out, meet some incredible people, and if there's any comments,